What kind of person can build a Chinese dynasty? Generally speaking, 4 kinds of people build Chinese dynasties: the conquerors from Inner Asia, the officials of a former dynasty, the bandits, and the imperial mercenaries. The first dynasty of China, Huang, and the second dynasty Zhou were both founded by conquerors from Inner Asia with Mesopotamian chariot technology. The third dynasty Qin was founded by Qin Shi Huang. Qin Shi Huang was a king of Qin state. Qin state unified China with the cavalry military technology of Scythians. So Qin Shi Huang can also be viewed as the conqueror from Inner Asia. Qing Dynasty was short-lived dynasty. Not soon after Qin Shi Huang died, Qing Dynasty was overthrown by former nobles of the 6 states and the peasant rebellion armies. The leader of the former nobles, Xiang Yu, wanted to rebuild a multinational system. But he was defeated by the leader of the peasant army, Liu Bang. Liu Bang was a former police officer of Qin Empire. At the same, he had lots of bandit friends. Han Empire was a unified empire. It split into 3 kingdoms. The founder of 3 kingdoms regimes, Chao, Liu Bei, and Sun Jian, all had been officials of Han Empire. Chao and Liu Bei's first government position was the director of the Public Security Bureau. But the difference was that Chao was in charge of the security of North Capital City. Liu Bei was in charge of the security of a small county. Sun Jian's first government position was the secretary of the county magistrate. 3 Kingdoms period was ended by Western Jin Dynasty with Sima clan as the royal family. Sima clan was an influential clan. Their family members had been the officials of the Eastern Han Dynasty and Wei Dynasty. The Western Jin Dynasty maintained the unified China only for 36 years. Its inability to maintain the unification caused the War of 8 Princes, which brought the chaos and disturbance of the empire. The Sima royal family and Jin government were unable to maintain the social order and security of the empire. In 316, Xiongnu broke in Western Jin's capital, Luoyang. Western Jin ended. 5 ethnics, Xiongnu, Xianbei, Jie, Di, and Chang, started to rule North China and built their own kingdoms. The 5 ethnics were referred as the 5 barbarians in historical documents. But Jie ethnics were international businessmen from Inner Asia. Tuj, Xiongnu, and Xianbei ethnic were the military nobles of the nomadic and hunting tribes. Di and Chang were west frontier ethnics of China. All of them were at the north and west boundaries of the Jin Empire, so they were close to the Inner Asia, which enables them to master the advanced military technology from Eurasian steppe. Jie ethnics were Caucasians. According to the archaeological discovery of the tombs of the upper class of Xiongnu, they were mostly Caucasians. Xianbei were mixed. Their strong military strength made them become the mercenaries of Jin Empire. Jin court gave them honorable titles, hoping that they would be loyal to Jin Empire. In the War of the 8 Princes, the princes of Jin Empire must employ the 5 barbarians as their mercenaries to win the Game of Throne. The 5 barbarians built around 16 kingdoms in North China. The 5 barbarians had 2 identities: the conquerors from Inner Asia and the mercenaries employed by Chinese Empire. Of the 5 barbarians, Xianbei ethnics unified North China and established Northern Wei Dynasty. Northern Wei Dynasty split into Western Wei and Eastern Wei. Western Wei was established by Yuan from Yuan tribe. Yuan tribe were the mixed ethnics of Xiongnu and Xianbei. Eastern Wei was founded by Gao Huan. Gao Huan was a Han ethnic who defined himself as a Xianbei ethnic and ruled his state with the Xianbei style. Western Wei and Eastern Wei competed to unite China. Guess who win? The answer is Western Wei. Because they were at west, which means they were closer to the Inner Asia. This enables them to occupy the road to get the more advanced military technology from Inner Asia. The founder of Western Wei was Yuan. He copied the military organization system from Sasanian Empire and created the Manchun army system, Fubingji. He integrated the military nobles of the five ethnics as the warriors and the influential clans of Han ethnics as the economy support. The group was called Guanlong Group because Western Wei was centered at Guanlong District. Guanlong Group, using the Manchun army system, first united North China, then united China. Sui Dynasty and Tang Dynasty founders were both from Guanlong military group. They both used the Manchun army system. From this aspect, Sui Dynasty and Tang Dynasty can be regarded as founded by conquerors from Inner Asia. Tang Dynasty lasted for around 300 years. The conquerors gradually lost their military advantages. Their technology was outdated compared to the new technology and weapons created from West. And the imperial army gradually became weak and corrupted like all the imperial armies in the world. Later, the Tang Dynasty emperors had to employ mercenaries from Inner Asia to maintain the security of the empire. In 878, Huang Chao rebellion broke out. Huang Chao was a salt smuggler. His rebellion made the huge empire collapse in a short time. Almost all the Tang armies were defeated by Huang Chao's rebellion army. Later, Huang Chao's rebellion army broke into the capital city Chang'an and occupied it easily. Tang Emperor escaped to Sichuan. Huang Chao's rebellion army killed millions of civilians and ate the civilians as ratios. None of the imperial army could stop and defeat them. Tang Emperor had no choice but to ask for help from an exiled general, Li Keyong. Li Keyong, who was recorded in historical documents as Green-Eyed Barbarian, was the chief of Sha Tuo tribe from Inner Asia, Turkic ethnics. Li Keyong's Sha Tuo tribe had been the mercenaries for Tang Empire for generations. Li Keyong led only 17,000 men to Chang'an. They defeated Huang Chao's rebellion army numbered to million and saved Chang'an people. At last, Li Keyong and another general, Zhu Wen, cooperated to exterminate Huang Chao and his rebellion army. The people of Tang Empire regarded Li Keyong as a great saver. He was written a great hero in lots of traditional operas and dramas. His name Li Keyong was no different from a Han ethnic name. But he was a Turk from Inner Asia. His team members were originated from Iran and Transoxiana. Li Keyong and Zhu Wen became the two strongest warlords in the process of quelling Huang Chao's rebellion. Zhu Wen was a bandit. He joined Huang Chao's rebellion and became a confidant general of Huang Chao. Later he rebelled Huang Chao and joined Tang army and became the confidant of Tang Emperor. In 907, Zhu Wen forced Tang Dynasty emperor to give the throne to him and murdered the emperor. Zhu Wen ended Tang Dynasty and built his own dynasty, Yuan Dynasty. Zhu Wen and his army were mostly bandits. Yuan Dynasty was founded by bandits. Zhu Wen usurped Tang. Li Keyong refused to serve Zhu Wen and planned to crusade Zhu Wen. But he died of illness soon. Li Keyong's son Li Chuangsu inherited his father's Inner Asia warrior group, which had the strongest martial level, military technology, equipment, weapons, combat skills, etc., in East Asia. Except the military advantages, Li Chuangsu had political advantages. He crusaded Zhu Wen in the name of revenging for the Tang Emperor. What's more, Li Chuangsu had the same family name Li as the Tang Dynasty emperors. Li Chuangsu ended Liang Dynasty and founded his Tang Dynasty. His Tang Dynasty was recorded as the later Tang Dynasty in history. The founder of later Tang Dynasty were Inner Asia mercenaries employed by the empire. The next short dynasties were founded by the members of Li Keyong's Inner Asia warrior group. Li Keyong's biological son Li Chuangsu founded Tang Dynasty. Li Keyong's adopted son Li Siyuan ended later Tang Dynasty and founded Qing Dynasty. Li Siyuan was a Shatuo Turkic. Li Siyuan's subordinate Lu Zhiyuan ended Qing Dynasty and founded later Han Dynasty. Lu Zhiyuan was not a Han ethnic. He was also a Shatuo Turkic who had Han Chinese family. Liu Zhiyuan subordinate Guo Wei ended later Han Dynasty and built later Zhou Dynasty. Guo Wei's subordinate Zhao Kuangying ended later Zhou Dynasty and founded Song Dynasty. Guo Wei and Zhao Kuangying were Han ethnics. But they were the employees of Li Kuyong's Inner Asia warrior group. Song was a unified long-lived dynasty. Later Tang, later Jin, later Han, and later Zhou were short-lived dynasty. Why Song Dynasty was a long-lived dynasty compared to other dynasties founded by Li Kuyong's Inner Asia warrior group? The founder of Song Dynasty Zhao Kuangying had found the answer and the solution. The answer was that the Inner Asia warrior group left by Li Kuyong was too strong. Each warrior or general had his own private army. This enables them to become the strongest military group in East Asia. But the powerful general became a huge threat to the emperor. Compared with the foreign enemies, the military officers and generals were more threatening to the emperor. The Song Dynasty emperors used scholar officials to suppress the military official, making Song Dynasty becoming the weakest dynasty in Chinese history. Zhao Kuangying's descendant lost North China to Jurchen at first, then South China to the Mongols. Jurchen and Mongols were recorded as barbarians in Han ethnic historical documents. But archaeological evidence showed that they had more advanced military technology. The iron arrows Jurchen used could not be produced by Song Empire. After the 16 prefectures of Yan and Yun lost to northern nomadic regimes, Song Empire lost the road of technology supply from Inner Asia. While Liao, Jurchen, and Mongols became more and more powerful and founded their dynasties in China. Liao, Jin, and Yuan dynasties can be regarded as founded by Inner Asia conquerors. Yuan Dynasty founding by Mongols was overthrown by Red Turban Rebellion. Red Turbans were mostly bandits. The founder of Ming Dynasty Zhu Yuanzhang was a leader of one Red Turban army. Zhu Yuanzhang was born in nowadays Anhui province. In Yuan Dynasty, Mongols immigrated lots of Inner Asia Muslim technicians and soldiers to that place. Zhu Yuanzhang got the support from the descendants of these people. Lots of his generals were Muslims. Ming Dynasty was founded by bandits. The last dynasty was Qing Dynasty. The founder of Qing Dynasty was Nurhaci. His family had served Ming Dynasty for generations. They were the chieftains of Jurchens. Ming Dynasty used Nurhaci's family to control the Jurchens and non-Han ethnics of northeast China. Ming court appointed Nurhaci's grandfather to be the commander of the left Zhenzhou Jurchen military region. Qing Dynasty was founded by officials of the previous dynasty. Qing Dynasty was the last dynasty of China. Almost all the dynasties in China were founded by people who had more advanced technology from Inner Asia. The founder of Han Dynasty Liu Bang was not originated from Inner Asia, but he employed Xiongnu cavalries such as Lu Fan and Baiyang Xiongnu tribes as his mercenaries. Chao, the founder of Wei regime, used 5 tribes of Xiongnu as mercenaries. After them, Xiongnu, Xianbei, Turks and other ethnics simply established their dynasties in China instead of being mercenaries due to their Inner Asia connection advantage. Conclusion: those who had more advanced military technology and had the experience of being the mercenaries of Chinese Empire can establish a Chinese dynasty.